I want to start out by saying congratulations to the Detroit Pistons and their organization because the changes that you guys have made over the past couple of years, nobody would have thought that you would have done this. But you guys were able to draft the right people, get the right players in the building, also build the cohesiveness in the locker room to where everybody's on one accord, which ultimately landed you the number one seed in the East this season. But the unfortunate part is that you ran into a healthy Cleveland team. And a healthy Cleveland team is a dangerous team to play. So good luck, Knicks. But as of last night, you look at the way that they played. You look at how they were scoring the ball, the way that they were passing, the assists that they had. When you're playing a team that leads in points, rebounds, assists, loose balls, like pause on that right there. But if you have a team that's winning on all accord, I don't think that there's anything that you can do that night to defeat that team unless you're having a very similar night. And Detroit, unfortunately, you didn't have a similar night last night. But Cleveland, just to me, is an overall more experienced team. I'm not saying that they're a better team per se, but their experience that they have on that team is ultimately what put them in the position that they are now of going to the Eastern Conference Finals. When you have Donovan Mitchell playing the style of ball that he played last night, where he's more reactive versus just being aggressive, that's a dangerous team to beat. Because now you have somebody that can also be dominant, can be that guy to just score at will. But now you have him taking a back seat to taking what's open and what the defense is giving him, and allowing him to roam and get rebounds. Also allowing him to get the assist that he had last night. And with those two big men, Mobley and Allen, to me, are probably the two most dominant big men in the East as a combo together when they're healthy. It's going to be hard to beat that team. And I know a lot of people didn't like the James Harden trade, but when you look at what James Harden brings to that team, James Harden actually plays a little bit more defense than what people think. He actually has pretty quick hands. Now, does his feet move all the time? Probably not. But that's up for debate depending on how he's feeling that night because he's not a young guy. But the experience that he had last night to where he wasn't forcing his shot, he was taking what was open. Did he hit a lot? No, but he still kind of controlled the pace of the game by being that point guard that we know that James Harden can be when he's on his game. So I'm looking forward to this matchup with Cleveland, and I'm also looking forward with Cleveland and New York. I'm about to say with Cleveland and Cleveland. That would have been a big old hiccup. I don't know how they're going to do that. But between these two teams, because I think that Brunson has to not only play offense very well, but he's going to have to play some defense. And we're talking about some defense on Donovan Mitchell, who to me is probably one of the most shiftiest, bigger guards in the NBA. So good luck, Brunson. But don't get me wrong, New York has a lot of talent as well. I just feel that to me, Cleveland is a bigger, more physical and faster team. But we'll see how it goes. I got Cleveland winning. All you New York fans, don't come for me because I know how y'all are. Y'all don't talk about the Knicks. I don't care if they're having a good season or a bad season. Don't talk about my Knicks. But I think it's gonna be a good series. I got Cleveland winning in 6. I would say Cleveland in 5, but I think I got Cleveland in 6. And we'll see how it goes. I think that game hits tomorrow night. But tonight, we got OKC and San Antonio. We got the MVP versus the alien. So I think the rest of this playoffs is going to be absolutely amazing and something good to watch. So tune in, watch you some good NBA, and enjoy the games.